First thing that I have struggled with in terms of education ni usingizi. Be intentional with everything. Be intentional with your education, be intentional with your relationship, be intentional with your friends, be intentional with your money. Be intentional with your money. That just the intentionality of it, planning for it, having it in mind, really helps you to survive well. Hey guys, how are you all doing? My name is Beth Maora and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. How are you doing? Oh my god, it feels like ages, decades, years, everything. Like, it's been long. I have missed you all. My God. And I am so sorry for the inconsistency. A lot has happened. A lot has been happening. But guess what? We is back. Come eat, come cake, come D. Anyway, I hope you're doing fantastic. I had missed you so much. And yeah, I am back and we is back and let's talk about it. It's back. Drum rolls. And I hope and pray that consistency is going to be a thing from now on. I will be uploading content every Sunday, and I hope that is going to be there every Sunday, and I promise you that. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for all of you checking in and asking me if I'm okay, why I'm not uploading. You're waiting for my content. That means a lot, and that's why I am here right now. That is super super dope. As much as me starting my YouTube channel, it's been me, and I really wanted to do this. You guys, my audience, encourage me to do this each and every time, so asanteni sana. Na kama kawaida, if you are here, you are new, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly just hold it, make a pause, go pale chini, subscribe to my channel, and if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share everything, share with your friends, your parents, your siblings, and all that. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Be known out there. So thank you so much. I appreciate so much your love, your support. I really appreciate that. And today we have an interesting topic that I have planned to do. I did actually, but I decided to do it on my channel because it's important. And as I had said earlier here on Let's Talk About It, we talk about things concerning young people and the stages that we go through, and that is why I basically decided to focus on young people, because I believe that young people, like, the future belongs to the young people. So if the young people are able to grow holistically, then it means that we are able to have a better future for all of us. So yeah, karibuni sana, and today we are talking about surviving through campus. I'm telling you, campus is survive. Let me tell you, if you have not survived in campus, either kwa masomo, either kwa relationships, friendships, finances, being broke, you're a daughter of a billionaire. And even if you are a daughter of a billionaire, character development, one of those things, you must have gone through one of those things. There's no you can convince me otherwise. Anyway, so that is what we are talking about. You're talking about surviving through campus, several ways of surviving through campus, what I have done to survive through campus, because I've just graduated recently, and I think it's important for someone out there to know when they're getting into campus what to expect, how to get through it, how to survive in different areas, and yeah, basically that's it. So let's get into it. First of all, what I have done, I will talk about several areas that are there in campus, like several areas that we work on in campus, so that we get to know them and we get to know what to expect, and then we get to know the areas that we struggle with and what makes us struggle with them, and then ways to survive or ways to cope with it. Okay, so basically the first thing that makes us gets to us when you get to campus: education. My peeps, education is the first thing that gets you to campus, because of course you have to graduate. I mean, you have to get good grades, you have to pass, and then you have to go to campus. So when you get to campus, unaenda na course yako. Si uliamua kushtua kijiji, uliamua kufanya engineering, uliamua kufanya computer science, uliamua kufanya economics and sociology, of course, because that is what I have done. Na pia hiyo nilishtua kijiji huku. You get to there and uko like, well, now we have Stuart the Kijiji, what next? And I feel like first year, when you get there is a first year, you are the come at the stages of development of a child. If you've done sociology, you start with the first one is like moral development of a child, that is obedience and punishment, where you get there, you're a good girl, you're a good boy, you want to do good things because you don't want to embarrass your kijiji, you don't want to embarrass your parents, you're there giving your best. Umeenda shule kusoma, si kutafuta my boyfriends, si kutafuta my girlfriends, you know what I mean? So first year umechill. First year you want to identify your area, you want to know where to fit, you want to just start well. Second year, unafika huko niko unataka kujua kila kitu. You want to explore. I call it the exploratory stage. Here is where you want to know everything. You want to travel, you want to have fun, you want to try out new things, you want to try out that relationship, you want to try out that club, you want to try that activity, you want to try this new friend. There is where you want to try everything. And if you're not careful, second year can really mess you up. Honestly, with my own experience, second year messed me up like sana. Oh heavens, story for another day. In terms of my education, that is, I'm a good girl, I didn't do anything wrong, but education wise, I just wanted to go out there. I wanted to travel. I wanted to do everything. I wanted to be in the Christian Union and do everything. And I'm not saying doing all that is not okay, but you need to find the balance, okay? So yeah, I think that is basically second year. Third year is where now it dawns on you. You are a pre-elder. You need to settle in. You need to focus on books. Ukenya ulikuwa umeacha vitabu unaziendea. Yes, you've been attending classes, but you've not been giving it much attention. But when you get to third year, you get to realize, well guys, it's about to happen, and then now you have to know how to catch up with books, how to make up for your grades, nini. So you have to focus and all that. You realize the time is running out. You need to know what you want to do and all that, where your strengths are, your weaknesses and all that. So yeah, and then so you get to fourth year, and then boom, time out. You need to get your things ready and packed. You need to know what you want to do after campus. You need to acquire semester. This is acquiring your campus life in terms of your education and all that. And I think the first thing that I have struggled with in terms of education ni usingizi. I know you all feel me. Usingizi, my friend. To be precise, there's that sleep that comes between, not between, a few weeks to exams. Hiyo semester yote umechomwa na jua. A few weeks to exams. The rains. Let us introduce ourselves. Uko like, well, usingizi. Sleep is one thing that I have really struggled with. I mean, usingizi, it's really sweet. Nilikuwa nasikia ni kama my bed is calling me. You know what I mean? Second thing, movies. Have I touched your heart? Have I touched your heart? Oh my goodness. Third thing, traveling. I am a sucker for traveling. I want to travel. I want to go out there. I want to go to Mount Kenya because she let me to University. I want to go to Mount Kenya. I want to do stuff. I want to go to Chuka Forest. I want to do everything. I want to travel everywhere. So that is another thing that I've struggled with when it comes to balancing education and all that, those other things. Having fun with friends, money and all that, but money is a different one. Mostly in terms of education, the thing that I have struggled with is sleep, movies, and traveling. That is one thing that I have really hustled my way out. Another area sasa ni do. All along you've been given money. All along pesa tu ni kupatiwa na wazazi, your parents are taking care of you. You don't have to do budgeting, so the money you're given is just buying stuff, nini. You go to campus, my friend. You go to campus and you need to know what is called budgeting. You need to know where you're going to get money to buy food, to buy your airtime, to buy new clothes, to buy new shoes, to buy a good handbag, to buy accessories, to take you out, to take you to wherever you want to go. You really needed to budget. And the one thing that I have struggled with when it comes to finances, I didn't know how to budget my money. Reason being, my sister was in campus. My sister was in the same campus. I met her there, and she's our firstborn, and firstborns really know how to budget their money. Mimi lastborn pale, hello lastborns, you know what I'm talking about. If you're there, you are a lastborn, and you're responsible with your money. You're not spontaneous. I am responsible with my money, but I am very spontaneous. Anything that I meet and I love, I pick and I go with it and I pay for it, So my sister took me in. We stayed with her. She was in 4th year, I was in 1st year. So nikiingia 1st year, I was just giving. She was giving. Actually, let me be honest with you. She was giving me money for me to use for my own use. So she was the one who was getting money for our food, our whatever, nini. And then funny bit, let me tell you guys, confession time, funny bit. I was finishing mine, and then I used to go and ask for more. And I have not spent an inch on her or anything on food stuff in the house. Guys, well, higher. So yeah, my sister used to do that, and then now when she finished and when she graduated, and then I was left to budget, it was a huge struggle. I didn't know how to budget my money. I used to get super broke, but the beauty is I had a friend, my best friend Sky. Nikiwa broke, I used to go to her place. We combine efforts, we buy supper together and all that, until the next time parents are going to send you money, because they will not be giving you money every time. They give you money and then they tell you, hii inafaa kukukalisha hadi lini. After 2 weeks is when you're going to ask me for money. Then msichana, after 3 days. So we survive for the other, how many days? 14, 11 days, or whatever days, until your parents send you more money. So I feel like when it comes to finances, there is where I used to struggle a lot, because I needed to buy foodstuffs. I needed to buy myself new clothes. I needed to buy myself things, as a lady, what I mean. I needed to travel because I do love traveling. I needed to go out, take myself out, take my friends out and all that. Just go out and have fun. A lot of activities, assignments, zinafaa kuwekwa kwa kutolewa nini, zinaitangwa nini, PDFs needs to be tolewa. So you actually needed money. Okay, that's another area. Another area is relationships. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. We have survived. I know you feel me. In campus. There goes my light, guys. So apparently the lights have decided to do that thing, but I guess you can see me. I think the light out there is not that bad. So yeah, where were we? Kwanza venye tumeongelea kuhusu relationships ndio zikamwa zipote. It's okay. It's all right. We'll still talk about it. So here is the thing. If you have not begun one character development, kama haujapigana character development, umepigwa. True or true? True or true? True or true? Imagine hawezi niambia anything else. Anyway, the other area that we survive is relationships. Because I feel like relationships is a risk by itself. By the time you've decided to pick that one as the person you want to do relationship with and to date, it's a risk because you don't know how it goes. You don't know how it ends. You don't know if it's going to be heartbreaking. You don't know, because it makes you vulnerable. That's what I'd say. So we kind of survive because you want to please your partner. You want to balance between your partner, giving time for your partner, and education and your friends and all that. You have to balance between every other area of your life. You have to strike a balance. And one thing that has been a struggle when it comes to relationships is because one thing is because you do not know, you are not so sure, of how it's going to end. So you just either risk it, or you just decide, you know what, I'm doing relationships for now. That's another area. Another area I'd say is networking. I feel like that is basically friendships. For relationship, it's just you and your partner and the one you're dating. But when it comes to networking, actually, I have come to realize right now I am out of my campus, but of the campus that I was, but the friends I made in campus are still my friends right now. So I honestly feel like the friends that we make in campus really matters a lot, way way a lot, because the other ones who becomes like your network, your connection when you are doing life and you're out there after campus. Yeah, so you do not know who are the true friends, the intentional friends, the people who are there for your own good. Because you say to me, I'm a bad person. You can look at me, of course. When you look at me, I'm a good person. I look like a good person, but you never know the intentions of a person. So I feel like also networking and making friends and making intentional friends has been another area that we survive with. We survive on. Is it survive on? Survive. You know what I mean? In campus, yeah. So we've talked about education, we've talked about finances, relationships, networking. Is that religion? Yeah, religion, which is actually a critical part, because there's a way you've been brought up. There's a way, if you mostly you've been brought up as a Christian, in a Christian family like I have been. You also need to continue with that, because in high school and in campus, but you feel like you are in it's like you are still in a box where your parents are still surrounding you in a way. And when you go to high school, there is someone who your parents have left you with to follow you. But when you go to campus, whether you want to go to church or not, whether you want to be an SDA or not, whether you want to do a Christian Union or not, whether you want to do, there are different kind of religions. So there is also another area that you really need to know where you fit and where you belong, because you'll keep on moving from one area to another if you're not grounded on where you want to be and how your relationship with your higher being has been. So yeah, is there any other area? Religion, I don't think there's any other area. I really don't think so. So that is, I think those are the main thing that really help we survive on in campus. So yeah, so I just wanted to pinpoint some of the few ways to cope with it and to cope with all these things, so that we may be able to survive well through campus. And the first thing that I honestly did, this is me, this is my own personal way I did to survive, is to pray. That I will always tell. If you're my friend, I think that is the first thing I always do. If you're here, you're there, you're asking for an advice, I don't know how to survive in campus, first of all, pray about it. Honestly, that has helped me as a person. I don't know if you out there, you believe in God, but I believe in God, and I do pray a lot when things are not going well for me, when I'm feeling overwhelmed, because there are moments you will feel overwhelmed with books, with everything else around you. You don't have money, you have a lot to do, you have exams to read for, and all that. So you need to pray. I feel like prayer has really been a thing for me, and it's something I'll pass to everyone out there so that they can do that as well. The second thing is be intentional. Be intentional with everything. Be intentional with your education. Be intentional with your relationship. Be intentional with your friends. Be intentional with your money. Be intentional with your money. That just the intentionality of it, planning for it, having it in mind, really helps you to survive well. Because when you're intentional about it, when you've thought about it, like even if there's something that will kuja as a surprise, you'll already know how to work on it. You'll already know how. But if you don't plan for it, if you live a spontaneous life in all angles, that is so bad in campus. Uta inaitawa kusleki. You just find yourself somewhere, yeah, penye you don't like, yeah. Another thing is managing your not managing, but having a budget. Now this is in terms of money and finances. Have your budget. Have your budget in terms of what you want to buy, what you want to what you want, how much it's like want versus needs. You really need, is it that you really need it or you want it? Like, is it that you, because there's wanting it and there's needing it. If you find like that you just want it but you don't need it at that particular time, it's okay to let just pause and just work on the things you need at that particular time. And then when you have good money to spend an extra coin, then go for what you want. So yeah, another thing is just budgeting. Another thing is communicating. Now this is more on the social life. Your friends, your partner, communicate your expectations, what you expect from them, what they expect from you. Communicate when you're hurt, communicate when you're not okay. That really helps, so that because sometimes you assume like people need or ought to know how we're feeling even before we communicate to collect. Kwa nini haujui? It's like for us it's common sense for you to know that I'm not okay, but again I don't know, because probably what makes you mad doesn't make me mad. So you need to communicate how you feel, communicate your feelings and your expectations to the people who are around there. Another thing, my guys, and this I will always say in every stage of your life: be you. Just simple, be you. You know what you want, you know who you are, you know how you've been brought up, you know what you like and what you do not like. Don't ever change that for no one. Do not ever change that for no one. I see a lot of people, first year tumekuwa kanisani na wao, and then they really, you hear their stories, you hear how they have grown in a Christian background, nini kidogo kidogo, second year wameenda wakabadilika kuwa mtu mwingine. Just be you, be authentic, be you. Don't try to be anyone else. Don't be people pleaser, because whoever you're pleasing and noticing, they are not there. And if they're noticing, they're just noticing for the sake of it, and then they're just done. So just be you. You will attract the people that will help you when you become you yourself. Yeah. Another thing, be confident. Another area that I forgot to mention that we survive with, ama we survive on, whatever, you kitu imenihepa kwa kichwa, we survive with. Okay, another area is self-growth, because again you need to grow as a human being. So there is a self-love, there is a self-care, there is a self-awareness, what you like, what you don't like, who you are away from your parents, who you are away from the people you know. So there's a lot of self-growth, and that can really again tamper with our self-esteem, our confidence, our boldness. So that is also another area we struggle with. We struggle between being ourselves and pleasing other people, being ourselves and pleasing our partner, our friends, the society, what the society expects versus what I want, and all that shenanigans. Whatever the society brings to your table and whatever you want, that's another area we survive with. And we need to know what we want. we need to know what exactly we want, because you will be presented with a lot of opportunities in the universities and in the campuses and in the colleges. There are a lot of opportunities for you out there, so you really need to know what is it that you want, what is it that you like, what is it that you do not like, what is it that you cannot condone, even in a relationship. What is it you do not want? So you need to be very strict. You need to protect your energy. You need to protect your energy. What you don't want, you don't want. What you want, you want. That is what I mean. I don't think you be rigid, like probably it's a negative trait, and because that is what you want, you just there. Of course you'll have conversations. You need to be flexible. That's another point. You need to be flexible, because you'll be taught a lot of things. You'll be taught just a lot of things. A lot will change from how you've been brought up. Learn how to change the good way. If it's a good way, you can change. Don't be so rigid. You get there, you are exposed to so many things. You get to learn, you get to unlearn, you get to relearn. And sometimes it's a struggle, because it's not as comfortable to change something that you have grown knowing. Yeah, so be flexible, and again, be you. That is one thing that I'll always insist on. Be you. Know what you want, because it's from there you're going to work on every other area. You're going to know how to manage your finances, because you know the difference between what you want and what you need. You're going to work on that relationship well, because you know the difference between what you can condone and what you cannot condone. In terms of finances, you're going to budget. In terms of education, you're going to make time. Another thing, and this I will be so honest with you people, I have struggled with, is, what is this one? Ateshani Patel. Keeping time. Time management. I will be honest with you guys. I have struggled with that. I'm still working on it. But I feel like you need to keep time. You need to work on your time. You need to know that time is money, and time is not there every day. You need to know that you do not have forever to do whatever you want to do. You don't have forever to do anything you want to do. So just start and manage your time. Create time and manage time. And that is what I end with, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this. This was just a short way and a short episode to tell you guys how to really, really survive and cope in campus. And I hope you have enjoyed. And if you have gotten to this point, kudos. And if you have loved this episode, I hope and pray that you're going to give it a like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and yes, I will appreciate that. So thank you so much. Toodles to the next one.